Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Washington finished a sweep of their conference foe, but first today's top stories. The Kewash Half Marathon 10K and 5K celebrated its 10th anniversary on Saturday as hundreds of runners from over a dozen states participated. The event, which raises funds for the Washington YMCA, saw many first-timers, including Brad Wilkening, who acted as a pacer for the half marathon. Denise Bauer from St. Louis chose the event as her first half marathon, and Washington resident Bethany Williams achieved her personal best record in the 5K, having run it last year. The event's first finisher was Jeremiah Girardi from Iowa City with a time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 35 seconds, and Cameron Reig from Iowa City won the overall female division with a time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 6 seconds. Half of the revenue generated by the fundraiser is donated to various community causes, according to YMCA CEO Amy Schulte. From the Heart, Flowers, and Gifts, a shop in Mount Pleasant has finally settled into a new location after a few moves. The shop's owner, Tenna Chels, thanked chamber members for celebrating the new space, adding that they won't be moving for at least 5 years. Chels also expressed gratitude for the community and everyone who supported them through their previous moves, adding that they are happy to be located in a prime shopping district. Chels showed off her new product lines and shared plans to host classes in the shop's back area. The ribbon cutting ceremony was hosted by the Mount Pleasant Chamber of Commerce, with Executive Vice President Rachel Lindeen attending the event. Congresswoman Marionette Miller Meeks visited small businesses in downtown Mount Pleasant to discuss issues and show appreciation during Small Business Week. Miller Meeks talked to From the Heart, Flowers, and Gifts owner Tina Childs about the importance of supporting small businesses in small communities like Mount Pleasant, as they are the foundation for growth. They also discussed issues such as employment retention concerns, expiring legislative provisions, rising energy costs, housing worries, and childcare needs. Miller Meeks emphasized the importance of extending provisions like tax deductions and doubling the child care tax credit, which are crucial for small business owners. Later, Miller Meeks visited Central Park Coffee Company and Your Dream Home Furniture and Floors, where she continued to discuss issues such as retaining good employees, housing and child care costs, and the rising cost of energy, which affects transportation and small business owners' bottom lines. Miller Meeks thanked each small business owner for their time and encouraged them to contact her office with further concerns. Trees Forever and Alliant Energy have partnered to provide over $165,000 in grant funding across Iowa to support the energy company's 1 Million Trees initiative. The program aims to increase energy efficiency in buildings and replace biodiverse plants lost to emerald ash borers. Trees will be planted in public areas such as parks, schools, and libraries. The funding will support community-led projects accomplished with local volunteers, contributing to a greener and more energy-efficient future. The Washington Tree Committee and the cities of Riverside were both named as recipients of the grants. The Washington Tree Committee will use the $3,000 grant to plant 35 new trees in the Washington Wellness Park. The city of Riverside will use the $3,305 grant to plant 15 to 22 trees between the sidewalk and the curb on 3rd Street and 4th Street. A food truck festival was held in Mount Pleasant on Saturday, building on last year's event. The festival had a new location at Iowa Wesleyan University and coincided with the school's annual spring thing. Despite the new venue, the event resembled its predecessor, with many vendors selling out and hundreds of customers enjoying the food. The festival's goal was to bring the community together and support the students of the soon-to-close college. Although the weather was initially poor, foot traffic remained steady throughout the evening, and vendors reported being satisfied with the turnout. Dave DeLovely of DeLovely's Delicious Mini Donuts said they had many loyal customers, and it was great to see people getting in line despite the rain. 5 individuals were arrested in connection with methamphetamine trafficking in Henry County and the surrounding southeast Iowa area following an investigation throughout early 2023 by the Henry County Sheriff's Office. Michael Carpenter, Crystal Ecker, Trevor Harmon, Brian Stewart, and Joshua Helmick were all charged or arrested for various felony and misdemeanor drug-related charges. The criminal complaints filed with the court indicated that multiple defendants, known and or unknown, distributed more than 5 grams of methamphetamine in the Henry County area from at least February 2023 through April 2023. During the investigation, authorities uncovered evidence of narcotic trafficking in the form of digital or electronic evidence with prices and quantities of product indicated. The Henry County Sheriff's Office received assistance in this investigation from multiple police departments and law enforcement agencies in southeast Iowa. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors, so call her.
Hello and welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, we have your 5-day forecast, but first, obituaries. James Davis of Fairfield passed away on April 28th at the age of 60. A graveside celebration of life will be held at 10:30 a.m. May 6th at Green Glade Cemetery. Bennett Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Glenn Peterson of Mount Pleasant passed away on April 29th at the age of 77. Olson Powell Memorial Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. Charles R. Wesley of Mount Pleasant passed away on April 29th at the age of 90. Arrangements are pending at the Kimsey Funeral Home. Pedro Vasquez Gonzalez of Ainsworth passed away on April 26th at the age of 63. A funeral mass will be held at 11 a.m. May 5th at St. James Catholic Church. Jones Indian Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Tony Chemprazith Tankpanya, formerly of Mount Pleasant, passed away on April 29th at the age of 72. A visitation will be held from 10 a.m. to noon on May 6th at Brosh Chapel in Cedar Rapids. That was obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. We've had another day of high winds with a high of 62 and sunny skies. Tomorrow the wind will die down and it'll be warmer with a high of 68 along with clear skies. Temperatures will continue to rise on Thursday with a high of 77 and it'll be partly cloudy. There's a 43% chance of evening showers on Friday and it'll be cooler with a high of 66. And finally on Saturday it'll be partly cloudy and 78. We're going to take another quick break and when we come back we'll take a look at sports. Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
Been in healthcare for many years. I know that Tammy's that person who wants to help others and take care of us. She knows the healthcare business and wants to take care of others.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports.
And now, sports, brought to you by Fairway.
In the battle between Washington and Fairfield boys soccer, it's the Demons who own the regular season series this year. With a 5-1 victory on Monday night, Washington completes the season sweep of Fairfield. The Demons took the first meeting 1-0. Washington wasted no time putting up points on the board in the Southeast Conference matchup. Edwin Cortez and Joshua Perez each had a goal. Manuel Raimundo added an additional 2 goals. Aguilar capped off Washington's day with the 5th and final goal on the campaign, while Gilchrist Brock accumulated 8 saves in the game. With the win, Washington improves to 7-4 on the year. Fairfield drops to 3-6. Washington has now won 4 straight against Fairfield going back to last season. The Trojans hold the historical record at 21-6. That's the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your news break, and I'll see you next time.